Welcome to Townsend 909, or welcome back if you're a lovely viewer. Today I'm going to be doing another track versus track video today. This idea was brought to me by myself. I just said, hey, wanted to do track versus track on a Bob Dylan album versus a John Denver album because Bob Dylan and John Denver are my two favorite solo artists right now. Um, both amazing, very influential, both both ends. Bob Dylan having some amazing songs like Rolling Stone, Times They Are Changing, Blowing in the Wind, Hurricane, Along the Watchtower, Mr. Tambourine Man. He just wrote so many great songs. Then with John Denver, uh, Any Song, Rocky Mountain High, Take Me Home Country Roads. He's another one who just a bunch of amazing songs. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who I prefer. I don't know if I'm a bigger Dylan fan, if I'm a bigger Denver fan. Uh, Before I forget, I'm gonna get my tally sheet and I'm gonna keep score. If I could find it, oh, there it is. So, get my marker. Rocky Mountain High. Versus another side. Another side of Bob Dylan. So the way I did it was I ranked all the tracks from worst to best. Bob Dylan's album has 11 tracks, and John Denver's album has 12 tracks. But I was able to make an exception because Bob Dylan's album has all words on each track, but John Denver's album, he has one instrumental in the season sweep, late winter, early spring. So to make things easy, I just removed that track. It'll be like 11 word songs versus 11 word songs. But let's get started. Uh, so my least favorite track from Rocky Mountain High is Prisoners. And my least favorite song off of Another Side of Bob Dylan is Motorcycle Nightmare. Which song do I like better? Like I said, they're both my least favorite from each album. Both great songs, but that's difficult. That's difficult. This shouldn't be that difficult. I'm gonna give it to Bob Dylan. Yeah, Bob Dylan. Yeah, if I had to choose, I guess I'd pick that song. Uh, my number 10 from Rocky Mountain High, Goodbye Again, versus Black Crow Blues from Another Side of Bob Dylan. That's my 10th. That's the 10th place on Another Side of Bob Dylan. Hmm. Surprisingly not that hard. Other side of Bob Dylan. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if because I just got into Dylan this album, but give Dylan on that one. Number 9 on the Rocky Mountain High album, Season Sweet, Spring. Uh, last track on the album versus Teremona, the live track. There's another reason one. I'm actually gonna give that to John Denver. Put him on the board. Yeah, much better. Even though Tomorrow is not my, even though it's not my least favorite, I pick a studio track over a live track any day. In terms of Bob Dylan, that is. Okay. That was wrong. That was 10. Now it's number 9. Number 9, Paradise versus number 9 on another side of Bob Dylan, Chimes of Freedom. This one's difficult. This one's really difficult. Both are really good songs. Paradise, Chimes of Freedom. I'm gonna go with John Denver on that actually, because I'm so familiar with the Birds version of Chimes of Freedom that listening to the listening to the Dylan version isn't as good. I mean, Dylan's original of Chimes of Freedom is amazing. I love Chimes of Freedom, but I don't know. I don't think that's beating Paradise. But yeah, good songs though, of course. My number 8 from the John Denver album, 12, is Season Sweet Summer. That's ranked 8 on my list of all the songs on the album. And Summer Sweet, Season Sweet Summer is going up against All I Really Want to Do. Oh man, both are amazing songs. One opens it up, and I love the Season Suite. I love that whole Season Suite by John Denver, and I'm a big fan of All I Really Want to Do. But again, I'm gonna give it to Denver because as much as I really love All I Really Want to Do, probably go to the Birds version more often than the Dylan version. Not that, but I just prefer Summer over this song. Whew. My number. Hold on. I keep getting it wrong, but next up in line in my ranking is Season Sweet Fall. That's the first. No. I lied. Actually, no. Summer was the first. Fall was the second song in the Season Suite. That's going up against. Hold on. Spanish Harlem Incident. Uh, again, going with the John Denver track because again, as much as I love Chimes of Spanish Harlem Incident, the original, I'm usually going to the Birds version again. Sorry about that. Little internet issues. Where was I? Where was I? Number five. Yeah, I keep mixing up the orders of the tracks, but this time I got it for real. 1, 2, 3, 4. My number five on Rocky Mountain High is the title track, Rocky Mountain High. Amazing track. That's going up against number five on another side of Bob Dylan. That's going to be I Shall Be Free, number 10. I can't believe I'm saying this. That was an easy choice. John Denver, number five. I don't know why it's so easy for me, but that song to me is better. I love I Shall Be Free, number 10, but I just prefer the Denver track a little more. Okay. Number 4 on the John Denver album, For Baby, For Bobble. That's an amazing song. That's going up against number 4 on another side of Bob Dylan, My Back Pages. Yet again, what another easy choice for me. Going with John Denver again. Again, whenever this is another song that I usually stick to the Byrds version, or in this case, even the Hollies version. I prefer more. They did a cover on it on Hollies single. Well, they also did All I Want to Do, but I prefer the Dylan version over the Hollies version. But the Byrds version is better than both of those. Yeah. Number 3 on Rocky Mountain High, Season Sweet Winter. Winter is easily the best song on the Season Sweet. That song is amazing. That's going up against another side of Bob Dylan. It Ain't Me, Babe. This was my favorite track on the album, but after listening to the other two that are above this song, I'm like, yeah, these are better. This one's gonna be a difficult one because I love Winter, but I also really like It Ain't Me, Babe. That song is amazing. Even knowing that there's better versions of it out there, like the Turtles, there's just better versions out there. But this Dylan original's absolutely amazing. You know what? Give it to Bob Dylan. He wins that for me. Number 2 on Rocky Mountain High is Mother Nature's Son, the Beatle cover. That's going up against I Don't Believe You. She Acts Like We. Hate songs with long titles. She Acts Like We Never Met. Oh, wow. This is really difficult. I love both songs. I really love Mother Nature's Son. But I also really love I Don't Believe You. What a heavy hitter. Heavy hitter. This is actually really difficult. I love both songs. Mother Nature's Son. This one's hard. This was a hard one. Bob Dylan. This much. Just that much of a difference. Yeah. I mean, it could change at any moment. Like, now I say the Dylan song's better, but other day I could say Mother Nature's Son's better. Yeah, that one's difficult. That one's really difficult. My favorite song off of Rocky Mountain High, Darcy Farrow. Uh, that's going to go up against Ballad in Plain D. This song. These songs. Oh, wow. Wow. These songs are both amazing. Really good. Oh, man. It was difficult. Very, very difficult. I'm going to have to give it to Dylan again. Just very, 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 again, just this tiny, just like this tiny bit of the difference. Rocky Mountain High won, but not by much. I mean, only won by one. Rocky Mountain High had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bob Dylan had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both albums are great. Rocky Mountain High is my third or second favorite John Denver album. Another side of Bob Dylan is, let me see, it's my 12th favorite Bob Dylan album. So that one's pretty difficult to go by that. But thank you guys for watching. Also, like I said, next year I'm reviewing every Bob Dylan album from 62 to 2023. That is just crazy. It's a lot of albums that I'm going to be covering. There are going to be guest stars along the way, like Scott from Sound Lab Studios is going to be on a bunch. Jason the Old Millennial is going to be on some. Briar from Briar's Music Showcase is going to be on some. Adam from What the Gym's going to be on some. So this series is going to be a big epic. I'm hoping the latest my Bob Dylan series ends is the end of next year. Hopefully, I want it to be like this big series. I don't want, if it ends early, if the series ends quickly, cool. If it ends really late in this year, great. But it's like the Bob Dylan thing's going to be like sporadic. So, well, while my other series is, I always like to try to keep like every once a week. Dylan series can be an album review every week. It could be like, be every once in a while. There's gonna be a lot of Bob Dylan album. There's gonna be a lot of Bob Dylan videos I'm gonna be making. This is, I believe this is the first Bob Dylan video I've ever made. Well, not like Bob Dylan video, but this is the first Bob Dylan related video I made. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of plans for the Bob Dylan series after every decade. So I'm gonna be reviewing, like I said, Bob Dylan's self-titled album after I review the 62 album to National Skyline. I'm going to be doing an album ranking of those albums. Then the 70s albums I'm going to review, then rank those, in the 80s, and the 90s, and the 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. And then I'm going to be, I'm probably going to make a bunch of videos in between. The last video I'm going to be doing, another thing I'm going to do is after I review all the albums, I'm going to be doing an album ranking. I'm not going to be doing it all in one video. I'm going to be doing like 40 to 31, then another video being 31 to 20, 30 to 21, and then 20 to 11. Then on my top 10 Bob Dylan albums. Then the last main video I'm going to be doing on Bob Dylan is going to be a big tier list of F tier, all that. I'm going to be putting it all on a tier ranking. That's going to be super long, but not as long as if I did a ranking video on them, because I like to be very descriptive when I do the rankings. when I do the tier list, it's going to be a lot less descriptive, so I could do all 40 in that video. Uh, definitely doing a lot with Bob Dylan next year. In terms of John Denver, me and Jason the Old Millennial, after we're done doing the Kink series and the Herman's Hermit series, we're going to be doing all of his albums. Looking forward to that. But in terms of solo artists, those two are my big priorities next year of reviewing and doing a series of. Yeah, with Bob Dylan, I was not expecting anyone to do a full series with me. 40 albums is a big steep for one artist. At some point, you're going to get tired of just listening to Bob Dylan. These past 3 days, I've been listening to 10 albums a day. Like I do 10 albums one day, 10 albums yesterday, 10 albums today. I'm going to be doing the last 10 albums tomorrow from 2000s to 2020s. There's so much that I have planned with Bob Dylan. Well over 50 videos with Bob Dylan. It's definitely going to, of course, with reviews wise, there's going to be 40 Bob Dylan videos. Then there's going to be the ranking videos, which is for all 7 decades. I'm not going to make a separate video for the 2020s because it's only 2 albums, but probably going to make a video like 2010s and the 2020s. That's going to be one big video on that. It's going to be 6 albums. Actually, more than I think about it, I'll probably do the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s in one video. So that's going to be 5. That's one. Be one video. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then one big video in the 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. But yeah, that's gonna be 5 videos on that, 4 videos on reviewing, one big tier list, which makes it 6. 4 videos on ranking all the albums once I'm done reviewing them all. So that's 50 videos right there. There's the tier list, and there's possible track versus tracks in the middle of the series. So well over 50 videos on Dylan. So be tuned for that. I'm very excited to talk about Dylan. But other than that, Bob Dylan channel update aside, very excited to do all that. Thank you guys for watching this video. When you do, I see I got 0 viewers throughout the video, which is what it is. But thank you for whoever's watching the replay. Thank you so much. So long.